Brighten up those already bright mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Morning at the Cabin, indeed. Wheeler Lecter with you on your Friday. But I had a Friday, long weekend. I can't really get into it. The Lecter's going out of town, little camp trip. Easy too. Everyone's going on their little adventures, and I'm just in town. It's kind of staycation, you know.
This is what the whole show is going to be like this morning.
If I had my way, I would do it like I'd do some sort of, not a jazz and blues show. We already have that. But some sort of, I don't know, some sort of show where you have to talk like that because the music makes you feel that way.
Right.
Come on in, it's 9 o'clock out. We'll play a couple songs. Something like that.
Cabin on the Bayou.
Cabin on the Bayou. That's right. Sound like the coach from The Water Boy. Remember that one? Terrible. Good morning.
The Fonz?
You could be the Fonz. Gatorade. Gatorade not only tastes better, it quenches your thirst better, idiot.
So harsh.
I have a love for that movie. That's probably me stuck back when I was 16, which is when it came out, by the by. Good morning. Wheeler Lecter with you on your Friday morning, and I'm going to go reiterate everything I just said that you couldn't understand. It's Friday morning. It's a long weekend. Lecter's going on a camping trip. Ollie's going to Simpson. AJ's going somewhere, or he may not be. Not sure. I'm staying here. I'm going to staycation it right here in town.
Oh, thank God someone's staying around.
Yeah, someone's got to hold down the fort.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
Mornings at the Cabin. Little Green Day waiting to start us off. Well, we had Eminem to start us off, and then Toad the Wet Sprocket, to which Lecter exclaimed, "Toad the Wet Sprocket?
Walk on the ocean."
Oh, man.
On my birthday.
On your birthday.
Of all days.
Hey there, I hear it's your birthday. How old are you?
Well,
That's great. Would you like us to sing you a special song?
hell no.
You got it. Ready, Senor Beaverati?
I'm ready, and the one, and the two.
You're the birthday, you're the birthday, you're the birthday, boy or girl.
Oh, God. Sparks everywhere.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
That was special. I
It was
appreciate
special. We took you out to, I left before the bill came, but we took you out to the woodyard last night. Had a few bevies. What a beautiful evening.
It was lovely.
It was.
Yeah.
Sun was in our faces.
I like that I'm at the age now where I couldn't even actually fit saying my age in that gap where he says,
Yeah.
"Hey there, how old are you?"
Well, I'm
great. I couldn't even say my age anymore. Thank you for that.
You don't have
That
to
was
tell
lovely.
anybody how old you're turning. I won't.
Oh, whatever. I'm 34. There
34.
it is.
You're just
What?
a pup.
What?
You're just a puppy. 34, eh?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yes, sir.
34, engaged. So, I mean, you're doing pretty good.
That could be worse. Yeah.
Part-time volunteer at a radio station.
Probably better than I could
Getting
have
a-
predicted I'd be at 34. You know.
Oh, man. I didn't think I was going to live till 30.
Yeah.
So,
Back at like 26, 27, 28.
yeah.
If I knew I was going to be here by 34, I think I'd be okay with that.
I moved back here when I was 34. No. 32 I moved back here. Good
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Mm.
I'm 38.
Wow.
This is getting depressing really fast. No. Well, I mean, yeah. What a great way to spend your birthday. Going out to Escarpment Creek this weekend.
Yeah.
Gonna miss the first couple of days of the playoffs, bud.
I know, yeah, which I never thought I would have to think about on my birthday.
Right? It's like gonna miss these playoff games on July 31st.
Game 1, man.
Game 1.
Can't
August
go
1st.
camping.
Yeah, that's right.
It's Game 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
I still have a feeling that this is all going to blow up and it's not going to happen.
I think it's all going to blow over.
You think it's all going to blow over?
Yeah, all of it.
Oh, yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. I mean, Major League Baseball had to cancel a few games, so, I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can't even agree if there's going to be different waves of COVID now. Now there's a World Health Organization guy saying, no, it's just one big thing.
Just one big thing.
We're just never going to get out of it.
Well, I mean, it's one big but like the tide is one big thing with multiple waves. So,
Yeah.
Right?
I saw that article, though, and it's just like, is this the time to be getting into semantics?
Yeah, really?
Does it matter if it's wave 1, 2, 3, or
Well, it wouldn't be.
whatever,
They wouldn't be second wave in the U.S. because they never really went down.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Right? So,
Yeah.
like, other places that had those peak times, like Italy and Spain, that, like, shut the hell down, it would get a second wave because it actually almost stopped.
Right.
Right? And same here. Like, in Canada, we almost stopped. And then, it goes back up again.
We're just kind of a splash park.
That's
point.
right.
Yeah.
Let the taxpayers pay for it. And I don't want to pay for it. What do you want for your? I know what I got you for your birthday. What else do you want for your birthday? Tell everybody now.
What do I want for my birthday?
Yeah.
Well,
And don't say peace on earth. That's such a jackass thing to say.
Is it? I don't know.
I don't like it.
That's not bad.
No.
Could go with that. I mean, it could go with something realistic,
To
though.
prepare
at the same
for
time.
peace, you must prepare for war.
So Nicole gave me a birthday gift last night, and it was I don't know. I'm sure you've seen these probably on your Facebook feed. These Simpsons pictures where you get like basically
Turned into a Simpson?
Turned into a Simpsons
You got
character
that?
into a scene. Yeah. So I posted that up on the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.
Nice.
Just, us sitting on the couch there, a little crooked picture behind us, Jaya and Finnegan just hanging out in front of us. It's super cute.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
And I see them all the time. And what's funny is that, like, exactly what they're turning you into.
Yes.
And the ad always says, turn yourself into a yellow cartoon. Like, what? Like, you can't, obviously they can't say The Simpsons, but,
Right.
like, turn yourself into a yellow cartoon. It's like, what the hell would I want to do that?
Now you say Simpsons and Disney will just sue the hell out of you.
That just makes no sense to me. Disney will sue you for using The Simpsons.
Well, it's theirs.
I know.
Okay.
And I don't like it.
I gotta say, I make not a half bad looking Simpsons character.
Well, no, but everybody does. There's not an ugly Simpsons character in the entire thing.
Oh, way to take that away from me.
Well, it's your birthday. I'm here to take things. Well, happy birthday. We'll come back a little bit. We just wanted to wish Lecter a happy birthday, and it's his 34th. He's getting up there in years, starting to gray, all that stuff.
So enjoy me while you can.
That's right, because he might shrivel up and blow away. I don't know what I'm talking about.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast. Hey, it was early. What do you want from us?
Friday morning, booyah, Friday before a long weekend. What do you got going on this long weekend? I can't hear you. Jason Melanson, friend of the show, wanted to wish Lecter a happy birthday as well. He asked me to play Ollie's favorite song. We don't know what Ollie's favorite song is, and he won't tell us. He's keeping it very close to the chest. It's probably something from, I don't know, Depeche Mode.
Tears for Fears.
Tears for Fears. Thompson Twins.
Thompson
Maybe.
Twins.
Thompson Twins. Yeah, he's a real Thompson Twins.
Ollie, are you a Thompson Twins fan?
He's a twinner.
Said who?
Who? He knows who we're talking about. And then, so I said, Ollie's not going to play along. He's like, oh, okay, we'll play this instead. And he said, Nickelback. And I won't be a party to that. I won't be playing any Nickelback today.
So, basically, you're at 2 strikes now, Jason.
Yep. Strikes. What was the first one?
Playing Ollie's favorite song.
No, that's right.
Struck out.
Yeah, that's
Wait, no, not struck out. Strike 1. I don't know how baseball
Strike
works.
3, Lecter. Strike 1, you're out. Wait.
You're out of there. No, you're you got one more chance, Jason.
So, someone shared this with me on Facebook. A buddy of mine, Darren, shared this with me on Facebook. He tagged me in it. It was it's one of those memories from the Yellowknifer. So the Yellowknifer, I think it's every Friday, puts out like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, or whatever.
Okay.
And 10 years ago yesterday, a movie was released that I was in.
Okay.
Called Charlie St. Cloud.
Ah.
And the Yellowknifer remembered it, and he highlighted it, and he took a picture of it, and he sent it to me. So 10 years ago, Jesse Wheeler, an actor from Yellowknife who was living in Vancouver, had a part in Zac Efron's movie Charlie St. Cloud. Jesse plays the character Green, not Green Student, which is what it says on IMDb now. My name was Green.
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 What kind of a name is Green?
Well, that was his last name.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So, didn't have a first name. Wasn't a big part.
Just Green.
I'm in it for about 4 seconds. Spent the day on it, though. So and then it cuts off, but the next part of the next paragraph starts with, though the film opened nationwide, Capitol Theater at the time had no plans to screen it. Which I think is so funny because, I mean, it's how does one be diplomatic? It's not good. It's not that good a movie.
Oh, okay.
But we had a lot of fun.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. It was,
that way.
Charlie St. Cloud is, Zac Efron plays Charlie.
Right.
And
you're green.
And I'm green.
Yeah.
Anyway, he, it's a movie about his developing his, after his parents died or something like that in a car crash. I can barely remember it. And he develops a more deeper relationship with his brother. He loses his best friend as well. Actually,
Green?
He loses Green and Sully, who's played by Dave Franco, which is the part I originally auditioned for, and they're like, listen, we can't give you this part, but we liked you, so we'll give you the other part.
You don't look like a Sully.
I don't look like... Well, I kind of... Sully. Anyway, I don't look like a soldier, I'll tell you that much. So he develops a relationship with his brother, and then it turns out his brother was dead all along.
What?
It was like a feel-good Sixth Sense. Or no, Zac Efron's dead the whole time. I can't remember.
Someone's dead.
Someone's dead.
Not
but
Green?
I remember it was an odd summer. So it was actually 11 years ago that we shot that. It was 2009 we shot that. It was a crazy summer because I was shooting this web series. I was shooting episodes of V, and I got this at the same time. So I was on a bit of a hot streak at that point. So I was just getting really, really busy. And there was a whole big setup, like the woman who played the female lead in the movie, Amanda Crew, who also was I think dating Dustin Milligan at one point. Oh. And anyway, we had the same agent. So at one point my agent was like, well, they're going out to the fireworks tonight. You should go down there and kind of hang out and whatever. So we tried to get together all this time. Schmooze and whatnot. Anyway, ended up spending the day on it. Had a couple of scenes and hung out with Dave Franco and Zac Efron. It was interesting. But what was very funny, actually, because we were sitting there just kind of shooting the poop, and we were at a high school. So the scene was a high school graduation. So we're all graduating from high school.
Right.
Mind you, this is 2009, 10 years after I'd graduated from high school. So I was like 27 years old. Yeah. And being a 16 or 17-year-old.
That sounds about right.
But they had all these extras who were from that high school, right? So there's all these kids around.
Okay.
But it's at the time, Dave Franco wasn't that well known, but Zac Efron was huge because High School Musical.
Right.
So we're sitting out there at a picnic table, just kind of like having some lunch and just talking about whatever, and like all these extras file by us. Right. There's like 100 high school extras, and they all file by, and like all the guys are just head straight forward, just kind of walking in. All the girls just like almost walking into walls, looking at Zac Efron. Because I will tell you this right now, in person, he's the most handsome person I think I've ever worked with.
That doesn't surprise me.
It's kind of ridiculous.
At some point, I'm sure you're just like, for the love of God, Zach, just put a shirt on.
Yeah, put a shirt on, for God's sake.
God.
Well, and at lunch, we did lunch, and then he's like, okay, guys, let's go. Starts clapping his hands. I'm like, what's going on? And Dave Franco didn't know what was going on, and then all of a sudden, a bunch of the crew just start ripping off their tarps, and they start going for runs around the entire set. Oh, so at lunch, they were doing exercises and like CrossFit and stuff like that. But I mean, like, in order to look like Zac Efron did, and probably still does, you got to do that. You got to be working out all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And I mean, at the time, like, Zac Efron was kind of like this, like a teen heartthrob, not to be taken seriously type of thing. But like the dude was on it. Like, he was producing two different things at the same time, working on this, which I think he was also producing. Like, the man worked very, very hard.
Wow.
So yeah.
Well, and look how far you've
You son of a... Yeah, no, I often think about that and my decision to step away from all of that. Thank you.
What
you
a great call it was.
I wouldn't be here today. But that was cool. Thanks, Darren, for sharing that with me on my timeline there, and thanks for the yellow knife for remembering that happened.
Do you think we could get Capitol Theater to show it now?
Probably.
That'd be cool.
Just come out and see anything. Anything, please.
And for your 4-second shot, we just all yell, "Green!
Green!" Well, yeah, no, but I'm like in it for like 4 seconds combined. So there's a couple of couple little things where I'm like there for a couple seconds, and then there's a couple things where I'm like cheering on. Whatever.
So we get to yell green like a couple times.
Green!
That's all right.
Yeah. And then it's done.
That's
and then
fun.
I'm dead. I die off screen and never come back. Oh man, it was, and you know what? What's funny is that not funny. It's a weird thing. The guy that directed it. Do you remember Pulp Fiction? Okay, so remember the scene where
Quentin Tarantino?
Yeah, it was Quentin Tarantino. The scene where John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson go into that apartment. The guys are eating Big Kahuna burgers,
Right.
like a big brain on bread. The guy laying on the couch, who's like, oh no, the guy laying on the couch, who's like, it's in the cupboard, and then he gets shot. He's the first guy who gets shot. Oh, I'm sorry, did I break your concentration? That guy directed the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I remember talking to him. I was like, I'm obviously a big Pulp Fiction fan. Getting shot in the face was pretty cool.
Only in the movies.
Only in them movies. Thanks, Darren, for sharing that. Jogged my memory. Make me feel a little wistful this morning.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast, where we cut out all the great music and you're left with the rest.
We play too much Rolling Stones. Mornings at the Cabin. Wheeler and Lecter with you on your Friday morning. Little Rolling Stones not fade away. I mean, we do it because they're pretty good. That's why.
The greatest rock and roll band in history.
Ooh.
Prove me wrong.
I can't. I mean,
No.
the greatest big like
You
I
want to. It's weird. You want to say otherwise,
but I mean,
but then
breadth
you
of
really
time,
you really think about it and you're like,
time factors into that, right? Because they've outlived so many other bands.
Yeah.
Right? So like just longevity wise, they've been around for 50 years, Yeah, I guess.
time plus success
Time plus success
plus
equals
influence.
Influence?
Yeah.
Who, really? Who'd they influence?
Who didn't they influence?
Nobody.
They didn't not influence.
They didn't. They did
Anybody.
not influence anybody. Speaking of loving your job, this video was shared. We'll post it up maybe on the Cabin Mornings at the Cabin website. Websites. Jesus, what is wrong with me?
I don't know.
On the Facebook
We don't
page,
have that
but
much time, Jesse.
a friend of mine, Iona, sent this out. It's been shared a bunch of times. Got tens of thousands of views at this point. They were coming back from going on the way to Kikisa from Hay River, and of course, there's some of those construction areas, so they have to stop and wait for a lane to open up. So there's usually a guy there with the sign that says slow or stop. And they took a video of this guy, and this guy's just giving her just dancing it up, and they're having a great time watching him. It's cool to see someone just trying to enjoy that job as much as possible, because what you can see in the video is not only him dancing in the traffic, it's the amount of bugs around there. It's just nuts. And he's not wearing like a hood. He's not wearing a bug hood. He's just out there with his high vis, his stop sign, and his helmet, just giving her.
That's
a lot
awesome.
of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of have to.
I mean, you do, and you can hear them remarking. They're laughing and like having a good time with it, and they're saying like, "How does he do that with all the bugs?" It's like that's why he's doing it.
Yeah.
In order to stay sane with all those bugs, because it's insane out there.
If you just stay still, they'll calm down and go away. Right?
Yeah, that's right. If you just stay still and kind of firmly tell them, "Listen, I'm not in the mood for this today."
You just need to set boundaries with these bugs.
That's right. That's
all.
right. Try not having blood. I mean, have you tried not having blood?
You probably haven't.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you complain about these bugs, but have you tried not having blood? Come on. All right. Simple solutions, people.
Don't complain
Work
unless you're willing.
smarter.
Yeah.
Don't complain unless you're willing. I love that. I do love that one. Like, if it's like something small, like at work or whatever, don't complain if you're not planning on changing something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to like worldwide issues and people are like, don't complain if you don't have a solution. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have a solution for worldwide hunger. Pardon me. Or like, but election corruption or something.
You
like
know
this.
what? Do some work.
some work.
Hunker down.
That's right.
Find some solutions.
Yeah.
Then complain.
Then complain.
All right.
That's right. Defund the bugs. It's about time. Anyway, you can probably find it's going to be shared all over the place. You can probably find it on your Facebook feed. Maybe we'll put it up on the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page. But it is Lecter's birthday, so he gets first choice.
That's right.
And you had something you were going to post up there, weren't you?
Yeah, my Simpsons picture. Still haven't done it yet.
Yeah, your Simpsons picture.
Yeah.
Put that up there, buddy.
All right.
Do
all
two
right.
posts. Put that up there, and then schedule this one for a little later because it's worth a share, and it's a lot of fun. Because I mean that's I wouldn't call it like a hard job. Well, no, it is a hard job, but it's not like challenging mentally. Like you know what I mean? Like you do this and you hold the sign, but physically and mentally exhausting it probably is.
Yeah. Well, which in a way it kind of makes it tougher mentally,
Right.
because
I guess so.
there's
Yeah, yeah.
nothing necessarily like stimulating you throughout the day.
That's right.
It's an
So
important
it's tough
job.
that way, but it's not like tough as in like the description of the job is this.
Yeah.
It's actually
It's not
getting through
difficult.
the anguish of doing it all day,
Yeah.
which would be tough. So kudos to this person for having a little fun and, staying safe.
Got to dance those work hours away.
That's right. Got to dance those blood-sucking flies off your body.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Just got to go over what's going on this weekend. Also, highlight a couple stories that are on cabinradio.ca. The NWT extends expiry dates again for driver's licenses and vehicles. So if
Yes.
you've got that expired license or that expired registration, you have until September 1st.
Well done. Well done.
No? Okay. So if they, what does it say in here? If anything expired between March 31st and August 31st, wow, that's a big window. That's a big window.
Yeah.
That's 6 months.
Well,
It's like, you know what? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
However, getting new registration still a little tricky. I have a little bit of an insight on this because I do deal with people who are getting their new registrations on the daily.
oh, no one cares.
Come on! It's taking like a week. Like some people are waiting a week to get their registration.
Oh, well, we.
It's a bit much.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
It's a bit much.
Yeah.
Some services are still being offered online, such as renewing, reprinting, or canceling vehicle registrations. There you go. There you go. And obtaining driver's abstracts or general ID cards.
I thought you were going to talk about what's going on this weekend.
Well, I was going to say, and I said, and do a couple of things on the stories at CavinRadio.ca.
okay.
Don't interrupt me.
I thought it was going to be fun stuff.
No, it is fun stuff.
Like,
Here's a fun.
people can't get their registration.
Check out this story by Megan Brackenberry. The last one, the NWD extends expiry dates by Sarah Sibley. Our other intern, Megan Brackenberry, has this story. Ogre's Lair finds creative ways to stay afloat during the pandemic. I was actually really wondering about them in the Center Square Mall because no one likes going in there anyway. And then during the pandemic, pretty much closed completely.
Yeah.
But they've managed to kind of keep it going. You can find that story at cabinradio.ca. I mean, it's a great place to go. I like going in there just to, even if I'm not going to, it sounds stupid, I'm not going to buy anything. I like looking at board games. And
fair.
I do occasionally buy a board game from there.
Yeah. It's kind
but
of it's like going into a record store.
It is like going, yeah. You just like kind of looking. It's like, oh, this is really cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave without buying it. but it's a great place for he's created a community of gamers there as well. So they have gaming sessions and trying to sort that all out during all of this has been tough.
I feel like a documentary about that store would be really interesting,
Cool.
actually.
We should do a documentary about literally everything.
Everything. Document it all.
Mornings at the cabin before the show. It's us getting up and walking into work.
Grunting at each other.
Also going on this, and then for stuff going on this weekend, you got the 47th Street Festival. You've got Buskers in the Bush. You've got the
Ever Late Show.
Ever Late Show. Thank you very much. The outdoor series from NAC. Find that all at nacnt.ca or find them on Facebook for that. For the 47th Street Festival, find it at 47th Street Festival on Facebook. Go to mermaidandmoon.com for tickets. I'm not sure if everything's sold out yet. Last I saw, Sunday still had some tickets available. So get out there. See some live music. Your first chance to see live music in a long time. So get out there.
Isn't it cool that we're actually able to talk about events again?
Events?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Things happening.
Yeah, look at that.
What a world.
Yeah. Let's get to the point where we're just going to look out the window and be like, there's a guy in a black jacket and blue jeans and a beige tilly hat going to work. Look at him go.
That's not safe.
No.
Stay home.
Stay home, for God's sake. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I mean, we could have been like that in like April when it was like almost in full lockdown, like watching
just
people on the street,
knocking on
like,
the window.
what are you doing out there?
They're like, what are you doing up there?
Hey,
That's
you know what?
Yeah, pretty good point, actually.
Stick to the issues. So lots going on this weekend. Big, fabulous, long weekend.
Old Town Ramblin' Ride. Wrapping up.
Wrapping up.
It's
24 day.
I think we could call that an extravaganza.
I could, yeah.
I think that
Ramble
qualifies.
and Ride extravaganza wrapping up this weekend. So tons going on this weekend. It's supposed to be a scorcher. Getting up to 27 degrees on Saturday. So, I mean, get out there, enjoy the sun, stay hydrated, be sun safe. Not like me last weekend. Turned into half a lobster.
Have you learned your lesson?
No.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going to get out there and do it all again.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what we do. Planning maybe do a float down the river. I don't know.
There you go.
Who knows? Or you know what? Maybe just stay home and actually get some sleep.
Boo.
Oh, don't boo. Boo yourself. You know?
It's my birthday.
Tired. Yeah, so I'll boo you. Boo, Lecter, boo. Happy birthday to Lecter. You guys have yourselves a wonderful weekend. Plenty to do out there. It's going to be plenty warm, so be careful again. And have yourselves a wonderful August long weekend. Talk to you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.